About a mile offshore from Cohasset and Scituate, the Atlantic hides a wound, a cluster of jagged rocks called Minot's Ledge, barely visible at low tide, completely swallowed when the tide comes in. Sailors called it cursed. The native Quanahasset people believed something darker, that a spirit lived beneath those stones, a restless god of storms. They left offerings there, arrowheads, beads, bits of shell and silver, pleas for calm seas that rarely came. Welcome to Lighthouse Lore by the Last Lightkeepers, a collection of short stories born from the tragedies, hauntings, and mysteries of the world's loneliest lighthouses and coastal landscapes. Today's entry, Message in a Bottle. By the 1840s, Minot's Ledge had claimed too many ships, too many lives. Boston's mariners demanded a light to mark the reef. But progress, as always, came cheap. Instead of stone, they built with iron. A 70-foot skeleton balanced on spindly legs, bolted into the rock below the sea. They said waves would pass harmlessly through it. They said it was safe. But those who lived inside it knew better. The first keeper, Isaac Dunham, wrote that the tower shook like a drunken man. He begged for it to be strengthened. No one listened. He resigned before the first year was done. Captain Swift, the man who trusted iron over stone and savings over safety, couldn't quiet the whispers of doubt. Pride made him deaf to reason, but not to rumour. And so he wrote, "Time, the great expounder of the truth or the fallacy of the question, will decide for or against the Minot. But inasmuch as the light has outlived nearly 3 winters, there is some reason to hope that it may survive 1 or 2 more." 3 months later, the sea gave its reply. April 1851. A nor'easter bore down on the coast, wind screaming, waves climbing higher than the tower itself. 2 young assistant keepers were trapped inside. No rescue could reach them. No boat could survive the surf. By nightfall, the light swayed back and forth with every wave. Glass shattered. Iron screamed. On shore, witnesses heard the fog bell ringing wildly. Not by the sea's hand, but by human ones. A final cry for help swallowed by the gale. When dawn broke, Minot's light was gone. Nothing remained but twisted iron and empty sea. 1 keeper's body was found at Nantasket Beach days later. The other drifted farther. His remains discovered months later on a barren rock a mile from the ledge. He might have made it alive. But the cold sea never lets go for long. Many wondered what went through the men's minds trapped inside that swaying tower as the storm closed in. The answer washed ashore soon after, inside a bottle, a single note, written in a fading hand. "The lighthouse won't stand over tonight. She shakes 2 feet each way now." A new tower stands there now, a fortress of granite where the first once fell. Its base was laid atop the wreckage, stone sealing the mistakes of iron and pride. They say the sea keeps what was taken, the 2 keepers and the truth of Captain Swift's design, trapped forever beneath the waves that proved him wrong. You've been listening to Lighthouse Lore. Every light casts a shadow, and in every shadow a story. For more stories, visit thelastlightkeepers.com.